You won't believe what was found beneath the 3 pyramids of Giza. It's not just tunnels or chambers. These are gigantic structures connecting all of them underground, with spiral staircases, colossal halls, and a submerged sarcophagus nearly 200 meters deep. And the most shocking part, researchers claim it could be 38,000 years old, long before the pharaohs, and even before written history began. In the next few minutes, you'll learn about a discovery that could turn archaeology upside down and change everything we know about the origin of human civilization. Have you ever wondered what's really hidden beneath the sands of Egypt? Beyond the 3 majestic pyramids of Giza, there may be something even older, more enigmatic, and perhaps more terrifying. March 2025. An international team of Italian and Scottish scientists shook the foundations of archaeology by releasing radar images suggesting an unprecedented discovery. Tunnels interconnecting all 3 pyramids of Giza, forming a massive underground complex. This isn't just a network of caves or isolated passages. The images revealed something much more elaborate. Symmetrical walls, colossal chambers, spiral staircases, and most disturbingly, a sarcophagus submerged in water, buried more than 180 meters deep beneath the so-called tomb of Osiris. If confirmed, this structure could represent the most significant archaeological discovery in centuries. But what's truly puzzling is not just its depth or complexity. It asks what this could mean for the history of humanity. The scientific community was divided. Some called it a hoax, others, science fiction. But there are those who believe this may be the truth, hidden for over 38,000 years, even before any known civilization. So, are you ready to descend with us into the darkest corner of history? If you enjoy videos that challenge everything you were taught in school, hit the like button and subscribe, because what we're about to reveal today is just the beginning. It all began with an academic whisper no one wanted to take seriously. But in March 2025, what started as a rumor became front-page news. A multidisciplinary team, consisting of forensic expert Nicole Sacalo and Egyptologist Armando May, announced something seemingly impossible: a gigantic underground complex beneath the Giza Plateau. Using a radar technology called they scanned deep layers of the earth with unprecedented precision. This technique, usually reserved for geological and military studies, allowed them to visualize what the human eye could never see: a 3D map of the Giza underground. And what emerged was breathtaking. According to the data, 8 vertical shafts, each up to 12 meters in diameter, descend more than 640 meters below the base of the Pyramid of Khafre. These shafts aren't random. Spiral formations resembling helico staircases appear around them, suggesting intentional access. Even more striking, the images revealed to massive chambers, each about 80 meters wide, true subterranean halls that defy any concept of ancient engineering. But what truly rocked the archaeological community was the identification of a deep shaft directly linked to the tomb of Osiris. At the bottom, almost 200 meters down, there's a chamber with a central object surrounded by flowing water, a sarcophagus. The data's precision was confirmed by multiple sources. The SAR system, paired with high-powered satellites, not only mapped new structures but accurately matched known ones, further legitimizing the discovery. While many applauded the findings, others were quick to discredit them. After all, if these structures are real, what else might be hidden beneath Egypt? And the most impressive part is still to come. The suggested dating of the complex is older than any known civilization. Get ready to discover what may have existed 38,000 years ago. Imagine entering a narrow tunnel with perfectly cut stone walls, cold to the touch, where your footsteps echo as if the floor were hollow. With every step, the light fades, the air grows heavier, and then something changes. The SAR radar images revealed an architectural complexity that would be impressive even by modern standards. The vertical shafts, deeper than any known catacomb, aren't just holes in the rock. According to the team, they're internally lined, showing signs of advanced engineering. And around them, spiral staircases carved into stone, as if built to endure the weight of centuries or millennia. In one of the central halls, radar waves detected symmetrical walls, sharp corners, and striations resembling step terraces. One expert compared the design to the St. Patrick's Well in Italy, a Renaissance structure built with geometric precision. The difference? This Egyptian underground complex would predate it by thousands of years. But perhaps the most unsettling image was found beneath the so-called tomb of Osiris. The deep chamber shown in the radar scan reveals something never seen before: a sarcophagus, apparently isolated in the center of a perfectly circular room, surrounded by a ring of flowing water. That's right, flowing. Nicole Sacolo, the lead interpreter of the data, stated that the readings showed high-density reflection zones, typical of non-natural materials. The chamber's outline is clean, precise, with walls unlike natural caves, but rather intentionally carved rooms. The lines are too clear. This isn't erosion. Someone designed it, she said. The presence of flowing water drew the attention of how could controlled underground flow exist at that depth? precisely encircling a central artifact. Could it be symbolic, ritualistic, or technological? The team reported more. Structures beneath these chambers seem to continue downward, suggesting unmapped levels. Could this be the tip of something even more vast? And that's where the mystery deepens. How could a civilization, supposedly without metal tools, writing or formal engineering, have created such a deep, symmetrical, and incredibly preserved labyrinth? But the answer may be buried not just under stone, but under time itself. And historical accounts suggest this. The first time someone suspected something massive lies beneath the pyramids. Long before modern radars scanned the Giza underground, others claimed something was hidden there. In the late 1970s, a collaboration between Stanford Research Institute and Ain Shams University in Cairo conducted early ground-penetrating radar studies. They detected unusual voids beneath the second layer of the Great Pyramid. Nothing was excavated, and the data was forgotten. Until now. But the clues didn't stop there. In 2008, British historian Andrew Collins and explorer Nigel Skinner Simpson rediscovered a mysterious tomb carved into the northern cliff of the Giza Plateau. Known locally as the Tomb of the Birds, it seemed ordinary, until a hidden passage led to something much bigger, a network of natural caves extending south, directly toward the complex now identified by radar. These caves became known as Collins Caverns. And the strangest part, they appear to connect, or at least touch the same geographic axis, as the central shaft leading to the submerged sarcophagus, or evidence of a purposefully hidden, interconnected system, concealed by nature and time. Collins went further. He believed these caves were linked to the Duat, the Egyptian underworld. According to mythology, the Duat was a subterranean realm ruled by Osiris, where souls passed through trials to achieve eternal life, a place filled with chambers, tunnels, and gates, exactly as radar images have now revealed. Passages from the Book of the Dead, especially chapter 100, describe 14 mansions the soul must pass through. Researchers behind this new discovery suggest that these weren't just symbolic. They may have been literal descriptions of physical locations, and that the Tomb of Osiris with its multiple levels may have been the entrance marker to that underground realm. There's also the enigmatic Turin Papyrus, which lists rulers of Egypt long before the known dynasties. Among them, gods and demigods. Many scholars dismiss these names as mythology. What if they are fragmented memories of an earlier civilization, one that built beneath Giza long before the pharaohs? Don't go anywhere, because in the next segment, we'll reveal why this theory shocked the scientific community, and why the name behind this discovery may be even more controversial than the structures themselves. As soon as the images were released, the reaction was immediate. But it wasn't celebration. Renowned archaeologists, experienced geophysicists, and Egyptian authorities responded with skepticism and even scorn. Professor Lawrence Coners, from the University of Denver, an expert in ground-penetrating radar, was among the first to criticize. He stated that it is technically impossible to detect clear structures below 100 meters, let alone 640 or 1,000 meters as claimed. We're talking about the physical limits of radar signals, he said in an interview. The harshest criticism, however, came from Egyptian authorities. Zahi Hawass, former Minister of Antiquities and a controversial figure in Egyptology, called the study a media spectacle with no archaeological basis. Former Minister Khalid Al-Anani stated the radar use was unauthorized and that the team never submitted the data for peer review, an essential step in any serious research. But the biggest shadow over the discovery came with the revelation of Corrado Malanga's involvement, a team member known for his publications on UFOs and alien encounters. That alone was enough for many to dismiss the research as pseudoscience disguised as archaeology. Hussein Abdul Basir, Director General of the Giza Pyramids area, reinforced. There was no excavation, no study replication, only images, interpretations, and a sensationalist narrative. Still, even the harshest critics acknowledged one thing. There are real signs of structures beneath the plateau. The controversy isn't about the existence of something, but about the scale, the estimated dating, and, of course, the credibility of the methods used. And there lies the dilemma. How far is science willing to go to consider the unthinkable? But what if it is all true? What if there really is a 38,000-year-old underground city? In the next segment, we'll dive deep into that possibility and show you why this discovery might be the missing piece in humanity's lost puzzle. If the images are real, and if future excavations confirm these structures, what would it mean? The underground discovery at Giza wouldn't just be a new chapter in archaeology. It would be an entire forgotten book of human history. A book that began over 38,000 years ago, at a time when, according to mainstream science, humanity still wandered in small nomadic groups. No cities, no writing, no advanced tools. And that's exactly where everything changes. The theory by Sakalo May and Biand challenges the very foundations of what we believe. It suggests that a highly developed civilization, capable of deep excavation, planning, and construction, existed long before any known culture, and that something, perhaps a cataclysm, like the Younger Dryas impact, erased almost all evidence, leaving behind only myths, fragments in ancient texts, and buried structures. Could this be the fabled Tepi, the first time described in Egyptian legend? Could the submerged sarcophagus be the missing link between the myth of Osiris and a real Prepharionic lineage? Or is it all just a modern misunderstanding, fueled by misinterpreted technology and alternative theories? Either way, the idea that a hidden world exists beneath Giza, possibly connecting the three pyramids, possibly guarding the greatest secret of ancient civilization, is here to stay. And now I want to hear from you. What do you think? Are we on the verge of rediscovering a lost civilization? Or are we simply seeing what we want to see in shadows? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And if this video intrigued you, share it with anyone who loves ancient mysteries. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because we're still going to talk about the supposed Hall of Records, the mystery of the Sphinx, and the secrets the Egyptian desert may have never wanted to reveal. Because sometimes, the history we know is just the surface,